The idea of the coloniality of gender builds upon the coloniality of power, a concept developed by theorists like Annibal Kohano and Walter Mignolo within the decoloniality group. The coloniality of power aims to dismantle alternative knowledge and ways of life, forming widespread discriminatory discourse deeply ingrained in the social and economic structures of contemporary post-colonial societies. Maria Lugones, a prominent decolonial theorist, refines Kuhano's ideas by exploring the connection between gender and race. Lugones argues that Kuhano's understanding of sex and gender, rooted in patriarchal and heterosexual struggles for sexual access, paradoxically reflects a Eurocentric view of gender. She suggests that Kuhano's framework might unintentionally contribute to obscuring the subjugation and disempowerment of colonialized women. To understand the distinct gender configurations that arise along racial lines in the modern colonial gender system, it is essential to understand its organizational features. These features, including biological dimorphism and patriarchal heterosexual arrangements, constitute what Lugones call the light side of the colonial modern gender organization. Lugones critiques Annibal Quijano for appearing to accept this hegemonic understanding of gender without being fully aware of its implications. Lugones discusses how coloniality influences every aspect of social life, leading to the development of new social and cultural identities, including those related to gender and race. Looking specifically at the coloniality of gender, colonization disrupted the way indigenous people perceived themselves, their identity, worldview, and relationships between genders. The arrival of European ideas about gender and sex during the period of modernity and colonization erased the existing indigenous views. The introduction of Western concepts by colonizers served as a tool for domination, reinforcing binary divisions and hierarchical social categories. Women were defined in a subordinate role to men across all aspects of life. This colonization not only introduced the ideas of race and gender, but also enforced hierarchies based on both, leading to a double form of subjugation for indigenous women. Expanding on this viewpoint, Raven Connell adds that the understandings of gender before colonization were intricate and differed from European perspectives. Despite this, gendered violence played a crucial role in shaping colonial societies, and its impact continued even after colonization through coloniality of gender. The imposition of Western ideas about gender during colonization had long lasting consequences, contributing to the ongoing issue of gendered violence in post colonial societies. Colonization occurred with a strong focus on gender, led mainly by male imperial workforces, engaged in masculine roles like soldiers and long distance traders. The mistreatment of women from colonized societies was a widely accepted aspect of conquest, and the colonial state, structured and powered by men, carried the weight of brutality at its core. Oewumi, a well known post colonial, decolonial feminist scholar and gender theorist, explores her research on Yoruba people in contemporary Nigerian, Benin, and Togo states. She argues that before colonization, gender did not play a significant role in Yoruba society, emphasizing the absence of a pre existing gender system. The oppressive gender system imposed through colonialism resulted in the subordination of females across all aspects of Yoruba life. The introduction of Western concept of gender used as a means of domination created binary oppositions and hierarchical categories, disempowering women in terms of power, land ownership, and leadership roles. Audra Simpson highlights on how persistent heteronormative discourses of settler colonialism impact the political structures of contemporary Canada. She points out the scrutiny faced by Indigenous women within gendered settler colonial political systems. Simpson reveals the erasure of Native women within settler colonial geopolitical structures, emphasizing the sexist and racist responses to Chief Spence's political claims while her body was under attack. Lugones advocates for decolonial feminism, urging a re-evaluation of modernity coloniality with an awareness of race, gender and sexuality. Positioned within the third wave of feminism, decolonial feminism, similar to postcolonial feminism, provides a framework to understand and shape the identity of non-Western women, particularly Indigenous and women of color. This feminist approach aims to deconstruct normalized Western gender concepts and rediscover Indigenous perspectives on gender, integrating them into feminist discussions. Scholars within this framework, mainly Native and Indigenous women, collaboratively work on shaping a new feminist geopolitics of knowledge.